So everyone, Max here, Muscle World. I've lost count of the amount of times that people have come up to me to track the progress, and I've lost track of the amount of people who will actually be annoyed that they haven't got results, or they'll try and blame the body composition test. They'll say, oh, that can't be right, the scales, they're not right. They're trying to rip up, lose body fat. We do the body fat test and, oh no, the test's wrong, they're saying the test's wrong, blame the test. I've lost count of the amount of times this has happened, and the fact of the matter is these people, they're not working hard enough, and that's why they're not getting the result. You see them, I see them in the gym, and you've probably seen them too. You might be one of them, I don't know. But I've seen these same people who are that adamant that they are getting the result. They're training hard, they're in the gym 2 hours a day, they're eating all the right things, they're doing all the right exercises, they're getting everything right, but then they're not getting the results. And like, they don't look like they're getting a result. The tests, the data shows they're not getting the results. Yet, rather than looking at themselves and saying, why aren't I getting the results, what's happening, they choose to say, look, oh, the machine's faulty, the test you're doing is wrong, your calculation is wrong. And it's not that, that's not the case. I mean, there are sometimes variables within the calculation, but consistently have this happen, it can't be. So from my viewpoint, the gym a lot of the time, not only in my training or working, I do try and focus on my own workout, but I do see people, I do try and help them if I can. So this is why I'm making a video, just to say that people aren't working hard enough. They're not doing the exercises correctly. You can have a workout where you do a bench press, pull up, bent over row, whatever, but if you're just going through the motions, you're not lifting the correct weight, you're not lifting it in the correct manner, then you're not going to get the results. Anyone can just buzz through the exercise. Arnold Schwarzenegger said that he could do one set of an exercise, and that would be better than how most people do their entire workouts, because he had the mind-muscle connection. He could put the intensity into the set. You know, I respect what he said, and so I listened to that, and when I'm in the gym, every time I'm thinking about that exercise, I get my warm-up sets aside, I get the work sets, and every single repetition, every single set counts. So I think about, if I'm doing a set of 10, I'm just thinking about doing that one rep. I'm doing that one rep how I want it done, how I want it done. And I'm just going to do that one rep 10 times until I complete. I read somewhere, I can't remember where it was, some study, and then they said that almost 50% of people who go to the gym are just not lifting heavy enough weight for them to actually do anything. So if you look in a gym and there's 100 people in there, 50% of them, 50 of those people are not training to an effective level for them to build the muscle. Or with their training, is that they've been training for years and years and years. They got to a point where their results have kind of stalled, and they're just frustrated. They get frustrated with themselves, and then they start to say, you know, how's this guy in shape? Why is that person? Why are you in shape? What have you been doing? What are you doing differently than me? And I'd say to them, look, I'm training 2 or 3 times a week at the moment. Well, I'm training 6 times a week, they say to me. And I say, well, I'm eating this, I'm eating that. And they say, well, I'm eating the same thing. And then they say, well, why haven't I got a similar shape to you? And I say, look, you know what, I'm maintenance at the moment. I'm not really looking to improve in any areas. I'm staying the same at the moment for the time being. There's other things I'm focusing on at the moment, and rather just my physique. But I say, well, look, I've trained for years and years and years and years. Well, they say, why is that guy doing that? And then they go, oh, he's taking steroids. Steroids is the answer. That's it. And well, yeah, that person might be taking steroids. They might be. In some countries, I think it was, read a statistic, it was something like 7 out of 10 gym users were using steroids. But if you trying to say to me now that if these people here who were saying this, who haven't left that beginner zone yet, if they just suddenly started taking steroids, you're trying to tell me that that is going to be the thing that's going to work for them. Because at some point they're going to have to come off the steroids. They're not going to be on the steroids constantly for 10 years. That's not going to be, you know, if you want to go and do that, let's come back in 10 years and we'll see how that's working out. So I'm not going to judge anyone who does take things like that. That's who does. But the fact is, what they are missing is the work ethic, the focus and the intensity of the exercise, and the programming of the exercises, and everything else that falls into place, the nutrition, consistency, the sacrifice as well. A lot of people forget about that. People come up to me and they say, look, Max, I want to get these results. Oh, but I only want to go to the gym twice a week because I'm drinking on the weekends, and I'm going to the rugby, and I'm take away 3 times a week, and then I want to do all these other things. And that, to me, is just like, you can't have everything. You can't do all those things. When it comes to training, whether it's running, whether it's weightlifting, powerlifting, whatever, whether you're just trying to rip up, it comes down to that. So I've spent a lot of my life where I've not drank alcohol. I mean, you know, I have times where I did, but since 2013, I knocked it all on the head, and I think I've had about 2 drinks since then. There was times when I wasn't going out. I wasn't, you know, I didn't have relationships. People wanted to, you know, go out with me. They wanted to do all these things, but I was like, no, I go to the gym. And whether that's, you can judge me, say that's sad or whatever, but that's the choices I made in those days. I was doing modelling back in those days. I was going up on stage, you know, in those days as well. And so for me, that was what I wanted to do, and it was nice because I was training hard, and I was finally getting something back for my training. And for me, that's what I like. So I see these guys, and they're doing a set, they're doing the bicep curls, and they got a lightweight on there, and they're going for it, going, and they got a bad form, and they're going, and then they put the phone up, and then they're on the phone straight away. Then they're on the phone, and I'm looking at them and thinking, how the fuck are they? Like, I finish a set and I'm fucked. If I'm going to be training before work, I can't. My legs, they're shaking. I've got jelly legs, and I'm like, oh, I need to lie down because I've trained that hard. I've put everything into it. Didn't leave anything on the table. I didn't leave anything in reserve. I trained hard, and it doesn't mean you've got to train every set till failure, but you've actually got to come close to failure at some point, and you've actually got to fail at some point, because the muscles, they need to grow. They need to have that kind of limit where they've reached the limit, and they're like, it's like adaptation. How are they going to adapt if they're not being put under stress? They're not being put under that stimulus to get them to go, whoa, we need to get bigger, we need to get stronger. It's a survival mechanism for the body. If you're lifting a weight and you fail it, the body needs to get stronger. So if that happens again, it doesn't, you don't fail, you don't crush yourself or whatever. So that's the way I look at it, and I love it then when I do an exercise and I'm like, I can't get any further, and I'm trying to push past it, and then I'll just do an isometric hold then, because I know that I can hold that isometric. An isometric is stronger than you are on the concentric, so I'll hold it then, and then I'll slowly lower it down under the eccentric part where you're like nearly 40% stronger. Anyway, guys, hope this helps you. Hope this has made you have a think. And if you're one of the people that do train hard, hats off to you. If you're one of the people who are, beginner, and you're trying to build up to intermediate stage, you're trying to get to the next level of your training, then I hope that this can help you. Just take a couple of sets a little bit further, try and lift a little bit heavier. Don't go bananas to a weight that you can't lift, but put a little extra, a couple of kilograms on there. Focus on the exercise. Do it controlled. Don't just wing them and swing it around, because a lot of that's just momentum. It's just elasticity. Good up your training, guys. I make this video not to try and belittle people or make people feel bad. I make this because I want it, and I love hearing about it when people message me or comment on my videos and they say, look, Mark, I know I hit 60 press-ups a day, or God, I passed my fitness test. I love it. Really makes me happy. And this is why I make these videos. Don't make these videos trying to go and say, oh, look, look how big I am or whatever, because look, I'm not the best shape in the world. There's people better shape than me. There's people who've achieved more than me. But I have got this little platform where I do like to, I have got a little platform on here, and I would like to share some of what I've learned over the years. I don't really video my workouts that much, because when I'm in the gym, I'm so focused on my training. The phone, I don't even want it around. I don't want a camera on. I just want to train. And I train hard, and I never really show it, and nobody really sees it. And hopefully, just by me talking about it like this, opening up to you guys about it, that hopefully you'll be able to just take a little bit of that intensity that I'm able to put into training, that I've see me get results that I've wanted over the last 16 or so years that I've been lifting weight. Right over, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Any questions, drop them below in the comments. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.